After checking out Fortaleza de San Felipe, we're about to head out to Puerto Plata Old Town. And first, check out this umbrella street. How colorful and how stunning is this? Absolutely beautiful. Our first stop is going to be a cigar factory here in Dominican Republic, and I'm sure that you already know this, that Dominican Republic is actually one of the top producers of cigars in the entire world. And I had a good time here. I mean, first of all, I was not expecting to get, to get a sort of a backstory of the brand and history of cigars here in Dominican Republic, but I definitely had a good time, and cigars were definitely high quality. Now, the main objective for today is to visit La Chocolateria, which is not just a regular chocolate factory. It's actually one of the top-ranked brands in the entire world, and they've won numerous awards. And our friend Lennon, who works, is going to walk us through the entire process and show us how chocolate is actually made here in Dominican Republic. Now, you can definitely get some gifts here. It's basically a touristy place, and you can also check out Café Santo Domingo, which is obviously one of the best brands for coffee in Dominican Republic. If you spend some time in DR, you probably know this already. And at this point, I'm sort of observing this area, this place that I'm seeing, and I honestly cannot believe how well this is made. You got some cocoa trees, and you got the beans, you got the whole process, and our friend Lennon is going to walk us through, first of all, the history of how we got to this point with the chocolate, but also he's going to walk us through how chocolate is made. You're going to love this.
Welcome, first of all, good afternoon. This place is heaven, that's how I call it. It's a chocolate factory. Okay, today we're gonna make a short tour to learn a little bit about how is the chocolate making process, okay? The first step is gonna be the harvesting, and inside the pots there are from 30 to 40 beans. We let the beans fermenting by themselves a week first, then sun dry, roasting. Here the machine is gonna remove the husk from all the beans, and those are the refiners. So we use those machines to grind the beans. Right there we have the milk and the sugar, then we mold it, and then we let the chocolate inside the fridge during a few minutes, and ta-da, ready. Now I'll show you our way of making chocolate in the Dominican Republic. Follow me this way, please. So before we start here, I want to explain you. The first population we had in this island were natives called Taínos, but that was more than 700 years ago. In 1493, the natives were colonized by Spain, but before the colonization, they already knew how to make chocolate. They didn't make Hershey's or M&M's by that time, okay? They used to make just hot chocolate. What I want you to know is that when I was a child as well, my family used to make the same process to make the hot chocolate for ourselves at home, okay? So before we had like supermarkets and all that, my family, even that it wasn't that long ago, they used to make the hot chocolate the same way, and I'm gonna explain you how it used to be. So over there we have cocoa trees but are immature, so probably next year they are gonna produce cocoa. This is a cocoa pod, and as I said, inside of it there are from 30 to 40 beans. So as we saw in the video, first we take the cocoa pods from the trees. You can skip the fermentation, so you can just take the cocoa beans from the pot and use a tray. Then you let the beans dry in under the sun during a few weeks. But then we use a pot or a frying pan. Then we roast the cocoa beans during 15 or 20 minutes for the beans to acquire chocolate sense and flavor. After roasting, then we're gonna remove the husk out of the beans by hand, bean by bean, because nowadays we use machines, but before we didn't have those machines, okay? Then from the husk we make cocoa tea. You can use it as a fertilizer as well, but the tea has a lot of antioxidants, and as well it lowers the high blood pressure. Then once you remove the husk, then you put the cocoa beans inside a pilon in Spanish, but you can call it mortar and pestle in English, and then you mash the beans like this.
Oh wow, okay.
It smells wonderful, I know, but it's very bitter because it's 100% cocoa. Then once you make the cocoa ball, you just let it in the table, drying for a few hours. And when it dries, you're gonna use a grater, you're gonna grate the chocolate ball, and it's gonna be like a cocoa powder. Then we put it in some hot water or hot milk, plus cinnamon, cloves, and cane sugar. And that's how we used to make the most delicious hot chocolate at home. So this is our way of making chocolate here in the Dominican Republic, okay? And over here, we have the chocolate bars. These chocolates are 100% organic. We don't use any vegetable oils in our chocolates. We don't put pesticides in the trees or fertilizers. No preservatives in the chocolates. Just cocoa, milk, and sugar. That's why this is the best chocolate brand in the country, but as well it's one of the best chocolate brands in the world. The stamps you find out of the box are International Chocolate Awards, okay? Then the percentage means how much cocoa there's in the chocolate bars. So the higher the percentage is darker, and the lower the percentage is sweeter. This one with a 35% is the white chocolate, 35% cocoa butter, 65 of milk and sugar. Then this one's the milk chocolate, 50 cocoa paste, 50 milk and sugar. From 55 until 100 is dark chocolate. We don't add milk powder in the dark chocolate, so if you are vegan or lactose intolerant, as well you can eat the dark chocolates. And now, chocolate tasting, okay?
I'm here with my friend Lenny from La Chocolateria. Top notch, okay, finally we're trying some chocolate. He was extremely helpful. You're the man. Just walk us through how this works, please.
Okay, over here I have two types of chocolate samples for you to taste. I have the most popular chocolate here, which is the 70% cocoa, dark chocolate. Okay. And as well, I have over here the 50%, which is the milk chocolate.
Okay.
I know.
It's so soft. It's very soft. It's milky. And it does have sugar, but not like too much. It just has like the perfect amount of sugar. Can we get this? Which one is this? Looking at it, is it this one?
It's the milk chocolate.
Okay.
This one here.
So the one that I believe is probably the best thing to try is this one. Though we'll have to buy a couple of these and give them a try. I also want to try the white chocolate and the almonds one as well. So we're gonna give that a try as well.
50% has a silver stamp over here, and we won it in London in 2023. From all the 70% dark chocolate bars in the world, our 70% was the second best 70% in 2023. This one here, it says sugar-free, but the only difference is the type of sugar we put in it. In our chocolates, normally we use cane sugar to make it. But in this one, we add allulose. That's a sugar extracted from dried fruits like raisins, plums, figs, and from molasses. So when the people has diabetes, that sugar doesn't increases the blood sugar levels. Oh. And as well, if you are on diet, that sugar doesn't metabolize as fat in our bodies. So if somebody has diabetes or is on diet, we have special chocolates for that kind of people.
And it's 50% as well.
And
so you don't have to go 100%. You can go 78 or 50%.
Or 85.
Or 85. My friend Lennon is not going to let me go before trying eggnog, so we got one more experience here in Chocolate Factory. Let's give it a try. Let's see what it's like. We got coconut and coffee. So first of all, I'm going to try coconut first. Wow. Definitely coconut, I find that better just because of a little bit of coconut, but coffee is also incredible.
One is 19 and the big one's 35. And it's already prepared, you just put it on ice or you put it in the fridge for a few hours, and when it's cold, it's ready.
After that incredible experience with Lennon at La Chocolateria, we're checking out Paseo de Doña Blanca during the day, and look at how colorful it is. And this really goes for the entire city. I mean, Puerto Plata is such a colorful city, and at night you can see that charming architecture, but during the day it really comes to life, especially with these cafes and cigar lounges. And we're not gonna spend too much time here at the cigar lounge, but we did want to check it out because it looks really well maintained and very, very historic. So yeah, it looks like a great place to spend a couple of hours, but we're gonna head back to Parque Central Independencia in the historic city center of Puerto Plata. And this is what I was talking about. Like, look at how colorful it is. Look at the architecture, these gingerbread houses. It is definitely a very distinct place, quite a unique city here in Dominican Republic that I definitely recommend you check out. However, we're kind of hot, we're kind of thirsty, we got to get some coconut water, and that's the next thing we're about to do. Coconut water is exactly what we needed as we're about to plan the next steps and what we're going to do next year in Dominican Republic. That's going to be in the next video.